All right, so I'm trying to make this piece a little bit truck-like. So I am going to do my best to make this truck-like. And so to do that, I am going to start a new sketch on this plane right here. And again, this doesn't automatically make your view normal to your sketch plane. So if I double tap, I can view normal to sketch plane. All right, so what I'd like to do here is I'd like to make a truck looking component up here at the top. So I'm going to do that. Best way I know right now is to just draw some lines. So I'm going to draw a line starting at that corner. Now notice that's maybe not, potentially not coincident, so I'm going to be a little careful about that. There's that, and we'll go down to there. Okay, so there are some parts there that are black, showing that they're kind of coincident, if you will. I'm going to dimension some things out to help myself. So I'm going to go to dimension. I want that to be specifically, let's see, let's go 1.75. All right. And then I'm going to make sure this is how about 1.25, check. And then I'm going to have from here to there, let's have that be exactly 2. And really I'm just doing this to make it easier on myself as I do things. All right, so there's that sketch. I'm going to check that. And then if I look around, it's just a sketch for right now. And I am going to go ahead and extrude that all the way to the other end. So I'm going to do an extrusion, extrude that surface. I don't want it to be a new part. I actually want it to be the same material as the other part. And it's saying no merge scope selected. All right. What that means is it doesn't know which thing it wants me to make it the same part as or to add to. So I'm going to select the merge scope, and then I'm going to select that part. So now it knows that's what it wants to be with. You'll notice there's a little thing at the top there. We'll take care of that in a little bit. We're going to go opposite direction, and we're going to end this. We're going to go up to face. All right, and I have to select which face I want it to go to, but as a reminder, I'm making a truck sort of thing here, so I want it to go all the way to this face. All right, cool. So it's going to go all the way there. That's beautiful. And so I'm going to hit check, and there we go. Got something pseudo truckish, right? Now, if I was hoping maybe to make that a little bit more like almost like it had a window or something, then I could certainly go. I could do a couple things. First thing I could do is I could go to my sketch, and inside this sketch I could go ahead and edit a little bit. So maybe I'm going to go back and make some lines, and I'm going to just do this for right now. Okay, and then the other thing I can do is I can make, there's lots of things I can do here, but one of the things I probably want to do is make these two parallel. All right, and I probably want to make these two parallel, and I want to make these two parallel, or I can make, even better, those two parallel to each other, which will help. And then this and this, I want those to be parallel. All right, that'll just kind of keep the frame the way I like it. So since I've done that, if I go and by the way, if you tap and hold, you get this little like selector thing, and it'll like help you move. So if you're having a trouble like tapping on what you actually want to tap on, instead of trying to tap on those things, you can tap and hold, and then you can move this and find exactly what it is you're trying to go for. So now I can select that line right there, and so on. Okay, so if I move this point a little bit, oops, I was a little bit too slow. So if I want to move that point, I actually can move my finger anywhere. Like if I go over here and start moving it around, I had that point selected, so it'll keep it the same. That's kind of interesting. So it's going to move that even though I'm way over here. I think it's kind of cool, but that's just me. All right. So I might want to do a little bit of dimensioning here. Perhaps I could go. Oh, the other thing I could do is I think there's an offset from that. I can only offset a single chain at once. There's some way to do offset. I haven't learned it yet, so I'm not going to try to do that right now. But what I can do is I can certainly dimension if I want to make sure like all of these are the same dimension off. I could say that that's like 0.5. Oops, I did not want to do that. Undo. Undo. Here, dimension. I wanted to dimension that distance, right? No. Nope. All right. So I'm going to do that, and then dimension. See what that does. There we go. Whew. All right. So 0.25. We'll call it 0.25. I like that. All right. So we'll dimension that. We'll dimension that. Do the same thing. Well, I don't know. I kind of like that 0.175 up there. All right. And maybe I can dimension that. We'll do that 0.8. All right. And then I can go here. Maybe we'll dimension that 0.25. All right. Cool. All right, so then I'm going to hit check, and then you'll see that wasn't part of my original thing that I selected, so it's going to go ahead and create a window-ish thing there. All right, and then as I'm thinking about this, maybe there's something to having some of that inside shelled out or something like that. So that's something I'm going to think about as well, is if I can find a way to shell out that inside. Now, those of you that are making a truck, one thing you could do is you could make, this top part that I just created, you can make that come out, maybe. And so then it ends up being, a separate part. Could be your accessory or something like that. So just kind of giving you some basics for right now. My next video, I'll show you some other tools.